Well guys, my camera is officially effed up. It pretty much corrupted on a bunch of my videos, so I don't know where I'm at now. I looked on the thing, it showed like my other half of the Cleveland game and I think the Philadelphia game, but I don't know. I just know it's officially effed up now, my camera. But I'll struggle through it. See if we can get through this game with Cleveland.
So many times.
I don't know what to do. Actually, what I should do while it's loading, I should take a look and see my last game I uploaded to YouTube. You guys can watch them play for a little bit because I'm going to take a look. I'm not quite sure where this effed up at.
Welcome to Charlotte as we get set to bring you the Bobcats as they'll take it to the hole at the Time Warner Cable Arena. Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a loss to Miami.
Yeah, their long-range shooting really deserted them in that game, guys. They couldn't get anything to go from that line.
And that made all the difference in the game. I mean, they clearly tried to use the three-pointer as the primary weapon, but because they weren't falling, it was disastrous.
Courtesy of State Farm, here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Jamison and Verjao in the middle. Thornton out there with Davis, and it's Graham in at the 3 spot. And for the Bobcats.
Oh, okay.
Augustine and Henderson
I think
in the
it's
backcourt
good, but
Boris Diaw is out there with Tyrus Thomas.
I think it might have screwed up on one thing. I had a game with the 76ers. I think the video that got deleted was
despite the fact that
my second half of my 76ers game. I'll take a look later on.
Record than 4 other teams in the league.
Alright, let's get this game going anyways.
Here's Temple. Here's Babcock, and the layup is good. Mark, what you said about the Cavs, I'm not sure if that says more for them or Stephen and the 4 teams they finished ahead of.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, they knew it was going to be a tough year without LeBron James, but the thing I like about Cleveland is they continued to fight and went through that horrible losing streak in the middle of the season. But they ended on an upswing. They won 5 of their last 10 on the road, and they're trying to build something strong for the future.
Now let's go over to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Byron Scott.
Kevin, when I asked him what his team is looking to accomplish on the offensive end, he said they'll be looking to make the extra pass. He told me with the shot blockers they are facing, they'll often come to help from the weak side, and they can get a lot of easy buckets if they know when they've left their man alone inside. Let's see if their guys make the right reads.
Terrific, Doris. Thanks. They put a lot of thought into how they're going to match up against the opposing defense, guys.
Well, one of the things you got to do here, Kevin, and Steve, you can't afford empty possessions against this team. You've got to put the ball in the basket.
Yeah, that's for sure, Clark. You got to make them count because you know you're not going to get a lot of open looks. So make sure you make the defense move the ball, try to get good looks, and make them pay.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Right from the get-go, they've been shooting the ball extremely well.
Well, I think it's a matter of just continuing to knock down shots like that. They'll get the W here, no question about it.
Now here's Gibson. And here's Thornton. Right up. Good. Thornton's got his second basket of the night.
Now defensively, you have to question the effort, but nice play there.
Augustine against Gibson. Now Augustine, he just could not put it together in that loss to Philadelphia. Clock at 6. And the jumper falls for him. Here's Gibson. 8-point game. Thornton outside. That's good. Thornton Martin's got his third basket of the night.
He might not get a better look than that all game. You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in it.
Five on the clock. A runner. Rebound by Parker.
Tell you what, the defender made a nice recovery there. It looked like he was beaten, but he still managed to challenge the shot.
The jump hook puts up the baby hook. Babcock hauls it in off the glass. Fires from any.
Nice.
That builds a little momentum going into the next quarter.
Yeah, you know, you definitely have to make sure you take advantage of that last possession. You don't want to squander that.
Offense, the order of the day.
Disconnected from Xbox Live.
Bobcats lead by 7.
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. They established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
We'll be back momentarily.
Actually, guys, I don't know if I'm even going to upload that 76ers game, waste my time, because that was a two-parter, and the other part got deleted. So, I'm not even going to bother with that. I'm going to skip to, what is it, Game 10? This is Game 10 for my dude.
The first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. Covered by Parker. Babcock. Rebound by Parker.
Well, sometimes he really lacks the confidence he needs when he's driving to the basket.
And Charlotte's struggles last season, guys, were really reflected in their play at home. Because in previous seasons, Time Warner Cable Arena was a tough place to play. But the Bobcats' home record really fell last year.
Babcock in a two-guard. Spaghetti out there with Tyrus Thomas. Then it's Henderson. And it's Brisbilla in at the 5. That's the Bobcats' 5. Here's Henderson. Brisbilla, no good. Steve, that big drop you were talking about at home is one of the reasons why the Bobcats, didn't make the playoffs. So Clark, it's not hard to figure out why they didn't make the postseason.
Yeah, you look at it, I mean, that certainly was part of it, not being able to handle business at home. They went from 31 wins to 21. And they also had some injuries. Steven Jackson had a hamstring that was bothersome all season long, and he was their main go-to guy. So him being hurt certainly impacted that home record.
Here's Iyenga. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
Yeah, this is like a clinic out there, guys. This is exactly how you attack a defense. Move the ball, sharp cuts, really a nice pace to their offense.
Well, I think Corey Maggette had a rough first year in Milwaukee as his numbers just weren't where they have been throughout his career. And it was just a bumpy transition for Maggette.
Seems to be getting better as this game goes on.
Outside, Davis. Shoots over Henderson. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Clark, you brought up Maggette. He had some injuries to him. I think that probably was a force in all that stuff.
No doubt.
And Steve, it was a very forgettable year for him.
Well, he's starting to get up there in terms of age, Kevin, and you can see it in the free throw attempts. That's always been Magette's bread and butter. He normally averages about 8 or 9 free throw attempts per game. That number was down to about 5 a year ago.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bobcats. Kwame Brown, he's checked in for Brisbilla. DL comes in for Tyrus Thomas. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Gerald Henderson.
So what's going on?
.137 left in the first half. Backing down is Brown. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Fast break, here we go. Straight up. recovered. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Bobcats leading by 9. Maggette kicks to Augustine. Back to Maggette. 5 to shoot. Over Jamison. And that one's good by Maggette. Maggette's got 8 here in the quarter.
He's been so solid. You've got to keep him out there on the floor. Really doing a nice job for the offense.
Round against Verejao. Kicks to Jamison. He's guarded by Diaw. On the wing. Jamison, no luck.
Looked like he squirted that one off a little too quickly there. The defense really was never in the play. There's a lot of contact there. Good call.
And so we conclude the first half.
Corey Maggette having a go. He's got 10 points. When it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
Yeah, he's really been mixing it up in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work for them.
Back in a moment from Charlotte.
Damon Bruce here, welcoming you to the HB Halftime Report. The Bobcats off to an outstanding start. Neither of these teams are world beaters and probably look at the other as the best chance to win. They've been phenomenal offensively, scoring effortlessly. Corey Maggette making a big contribution. He's got 10 points, and he's been working to get great looks from the field, making his trips to the free throw line count as well. And the Cavaliers, boy, they're putting up a fight. You can see the effort on the offensive glass, mixing it up, getting plenty of second shot opportunities. These two enjoyed great first halves, really leading the way for both teams. We could be in for a great finish. Now let's check out other NBA action as we go around the league. At Phillips Arena, the Hawks with a win over the Mavericks. A big boy win for them. They're able to pull it out in OT. Jamal Crawford had the team high. In another game also in the books, the Hornets winning against the Magic in Orlando. They've taken 2 of their last 3 games. And a look now at the rest of the action from around the NBA. Chicago with the lead against the Clippers at Staples Center. Out in front by 5 in the 4th. And now, back to the game in Charlotte. Thanks so much for joining us.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Bobcats leading by 15, so on the floor for Cleveland. They've got Graham, Anderson Verejao out there with Alonzo G. Then there's Anthony Parker, and it's Thornton in at the point guard. Graham dishes to G. Maggette is whistled for reaching in. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That's his 4th, so he's going to have to be very careful the way he plays and pick his spots here in the second half.
Here's Thornton. He's got 9. Parker outside. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Thornton. 3-pointer. And another miss by Cleveland.
They're struggling here. They're just 1 of 5 to start this 3rd quarter. They've got to loosen up here.
Got that one up quick. Anderson's got 4 points in the quarter.
What a floor leader he's been at the offensive end.
You know, he's done a terrific job of moving the ball around, sharing it, dispersing it, and running the show.
Off the screen, and he hits the jump shot. Parker's got his first points of the night.
Boy, nice pick there, guys. I mean, gave him the space he needed for the hoop.
Now here is Augustine. He has 6. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Henderson. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Henderson's got 10 points in the game.
Well, they've done a lot of their damage from mid-range here, guys. I mean, knocking down those shots with regularity.
Yeah, how about 8 of their last 10 points, guys, coming off that mid-range area jump shot. So it shows you don't have to be at the rim to score. He's just filling the stat sheet. I mean, what hasn't he done out there today?
Well, Steve, you know what we call a guy who fills the stat sheet, don't you? He is a stat sheet stuffer supreme.
Diaw, the screen. Augustine with it. Money shot, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
That's 10 straight points on mid-range jump shots.
You know, to paraphrase a Bible verse that says, love covers over a multitude of sins, good shooting does the same thing in basketball.
Thornton against Augustine. It's Parker outside, and that one's good. Parker's got 5 points now this quarter.
You can't just get a hand up. You've got to anticipate what he's doing before he shoots.
Graham defending. Here's Babcock, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Now, the offensive efficiency has been really important. I think that's been the difference.
Well, you know, I think it's pretty simplistic, but it does oftentimes come down to this, making shots, and that's what they've done.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. We'll look at Cleveland. They're down in 9th place so far, still early in the season. And, of course, there's the Bobcats, a game behind.
You know, I think for the Cavaliers,
we've got 1:18 left here in the fourth quarter. Babcock, he's in at small forward. Garrett Temple is out there with Henderson. Then there's Boris Diaw, and it's Brisbilla in at the 5 spot. That's the Bobcats' 5. Here's Temple. Covered by Parker. Goes up. The Cavaliers pull it in. This is their second game playing the Bobcats this year. All sorts of time. Brisbilla with the rebound.
I was surprised to see that one stay out.
me too, Steve. I mean, those are ones that usually go down for sure.
Guarded by Davis. Clock at 4. Fires at the elbow. Oh, off target. He's guarded by Brisbilla. Goes up with a strike. Good. So it's Charlotte picking up the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any
We
win
beat the Cleveland Cavaliers twice.
Steve Curry,
Yeah.
and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin.
Alright, let's take a look at the post-conference because I gotta go.
It wasn't a blowout, but you guys got the job done. Did you feel at any point tonight that the game was in doubt?
I thought we played a pretty solid game. They kept it close, but it seemed like we were just one step ahead most of the time. The guys did a really good job of executing when they needed to, and we made sure that we didn't let them get too close there at the end. You know, this is the kind of game that does a lot for your confidence. So good win, good team performance, and let's hope we can keep this type of play up as long as possible.
Nice.